Family, look at me. Let me just, I'm heading for the descent now. Look at me. All of this, while we in the middle, all right, look right at me. Let me get real for a second. Like, while you in the middle, Jesus wanted you to have two things. You know what he wanted you to have? Tattoo them to your heart. Clear vision and a clear heart. What did I just say to you? What did Jesus want you to have in the middle? He wants you to have clear vision. He wants you to be able to see. And he wants you to have a clear heart. He desires for you to see clearly the heart of God, the will of God, the plans of God. He desired for you to be a witness for him and to be free from bondage of one of the greatest snares of the human heart. I'm about to show you it and we're going to be done. Let me repeat this before I show you this, because I know you're going to cringe as soon as I read it. You're going to cringe. As soon as I read this to you, it's only a couple verses, and when I read it, I already know you're going to cringe in your seat, because we're in America. I already know. So let me repeat this to you one more time. Everybody look right at me. Jesus, while you're in the middle, while you know the kingdom is coming, while he called you to be a witness, he wanted you to have clear vision and a clear heart. Watch. And he wanted his followers to be free from the bondage of one of the greatest snares to mankind, God's second competitor after the devil. So he talked to you about kingdom character, the Beatitudes, about kingdom identity, salt and light, about the kingdom law, the word of God. And then he immediately after watch this, this is crazy. Immediately after talking to you about kingdom disciplines, about fasting and praying, look at the very next thing Jesus says to his followers in the Sermon on the Mount. Let me read you these verses. Look at them. Verse 6:19. Here you go. Cringe mania coming. Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth. Where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. Here is the part we have trouble in America. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Right? So he says, wherever your treasure is, your heart follows your treasure. Whatever you invest in, your heart is tied to your investments. Now he's speaking in a time where they did not have physical dollars. Everybody watch. Their wealth was held in tangible commodities like gold and clothing, like jackets and like grain and food. And when people wanted to keep their wealth, they would build barns or storehouses. They would put their grains in bars. They would put their gold in lockers, and they couldn't protect that stuff, or they'll bury some of it in the ground. They would do everything they can to hide their treasures. But because they lived in a time when banks was embryonic, people did not trust banks, and so they try to hide all their wealth for themselves. A closet, under the bed, under the shoebox. Y'all know how this go down. But in those days, people will see you and they'll break into your house. They will steal your gold. They will kick open the doors of your treasuries. They will steal your grain, steal your jackets. That's why they took Joseph's coat, because jackets were wealth, food was wealth, gold was wealth, and people would steal that stuff. And then moth would get into cellars and eat up people's clothes. You can lose a jacket and go broke. Right? You can lose a jacket and go broke. Watch. So Jesus was saying, and I'm going to speed through this. Everybody look right at me. I know this feels uncomfortable. He said to them, don't stockpile wealth in this world and be greedy about it. Watch. And do nothing with it. Watch. Everybody watch. But instead, as you're getting to the bag, use your bag to store up treasures in heaven. So the next question you should be asking me is, how do I use my bag to build treasures in heaven? Watch. He's telling you, use your money to invest in things you can carry with you when you die. You ain't never seen a U-Haul hooked up to a hearse. And everything you stockpile in this life, you can't take it with you when you go to that box. Your 401k is gonna remain. Your mansion is gonna remain. Your cars are gonna remain. Your dollars are going to remain. Your savings account is going to remain. You can't take no physical money with you when you die. But when you use your bags to invest in things like winning souls to the kingdom, God, helping the poor, supporting missionaries, supporting gospel ministries, now what you're doing, you're sending your money ahead of you into eternity. And what Jesus is trying to teach his children, if you stockpile everything down here and you hoard it because your heart is full of greed, you're going to enjoy it in this life and you're going to arrive in heaven bankrupt. Now watch. Why would you want to arrive someplace where you're going to be forever and be broke there? You're so spooky deep. Let me ask you a straight question. Because it says treasures here, treasures in heaven. Don't change the text. Why do you want to arrive in a place where you're going to be forever and be broke there? And what the Lord is saying to his children is the bags that you have, the money you're getting to, the businesses that you're building, the endeavors you have, all of the resources I'm funneling into your hands, use some of that for eternal purposes. Sow into missions, support gospel ministries, support your local church, give money to the poor. In fact, the scripture says if you give money to the poor, you lend to the Lord. Pause. If you give money to the poor, you lend to the Lord. Let me tell you, the Lord would not be in debt to no man. You missed that. You missed that. That means you can't support the poor and not get a return. He says when you give to the poor, you lend to the Lord. He will not be in debt to you, so he will repay you for your generosity. So watch, what the Lord was trying to teach his children, look right at me, not to be enslaved to that lowercase g, that green god of paper. That while you're getting these bags, he's saying, use some of that to make investments in things that's going to be eternal. So like, I got investments, some of y'all got investments, but do you have any investments in the kingdom? Or does every dollar that comes into your house goes into your heater, your gas tank, your refrigerator, your endeavors, all of that, but you have no resources, nothing invested in the kingdom? So you're gonna get all this money, or some of you are gonna be millionaires sitting in this room right now, and then you're gonna arrive in heaven and have no ROI because none of that was invested in the thing that was gonna follow you when you died. So he says, don't stockpile money down here, watch, and do nothing with it. Use some of your resources for the causes of Christ. Push the gospel forward with money so that when you arrive in heaven, you would arrive to a fortune in the place you're gonna be forever, is what he's saying. Why is this so important? Because he says where your treasure is in verse 21, there your heart will be also. So your heart follows your treasure. Watch this. You know you're always thinking about wherever your money is. I want to be spiritual. Wherever your money is, you think about it. Yes or no? So watch. There's a lot of us, our hearts, watch this. Your heart is not really sold out for the kingdom because your investments is not there. Look right at me. Don't, you ain't gonna slip out the room. I'm gonna get this in your heart. I already know you sit down during worship, you don't want to be faithful. A lot of you, you're not really invested in the kingdom because you don't have a financial investment in the kingdom. Because if your money was there, your heart would be there also. Because I'm a generous giver, my heart, man, is burned for the kingdom because I know I'm sending money into Christian causes. Every time people get saved, and I know if my money was there, man, all the souls that be coming to Christ, I know all of that is being credited to my heavenly bank account. So my heart is deeply invested. Your heart would not be invested in something where you have no financial investment in. You know, let me, so what he's trying to say is like, watch, however you steward your money is a sign of the condition of your heart. All right, let me do this real quick before we get out of here. Don, come here real quick. I need another dude. I don't want to pull an elder because I don't want y'all to think like, let me pull a, brother, come here real quick. Anybody got a $20 bill I could use, I could borrow? Anybody got a $20 bill? Somebody bring me 5 $20 bills. 5 dudes, everybody, come on. Yeah, I'm afraid. Give me 5 $20 bills. Come on, bring it to me. Give me a 20, give me 5 of them. That's one. Come on, somebody. Y'all ain't broke. Y'all got Jordans on. That's a $100 bill. That's a $100 bill. Let me put that right here. That's 20. Anybody got any more 20? Give me $20, brother. Give me. That's how much? That's 2. I need 2 more. Anybody got? Come on. Y'all sowing seed right now. Come on, Paige. Everybody, this is my niece Paige. She's a boss. All right. I got $100. Look at me. Look at me. I got $100. Watch, all my single ladies. So these 2 brothers are single. I'm pretending, watch. They single, they go to the church, they like to worship. Watch, right? No, I'm creating a narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm creating a narrative. You want me to get a real single brother? I'm creating a narrative. Should I get a single brother? I got a single brother. Are you single? I got another single brother in the room. Who's single? I can't do this. Brother, you single? Any other single brothers? Come up here. Oh, you want me to do the narrative? All right, I'm gonna do the narrative. Hold on. All right, so these 2 brothers, they single. Watch it. And then the ladies see them creep into the church. And they're like, oh, snap. There's brothers in the church. Watch. Man, they both serving on a team. Man, they both lift their hands in worship. Oh, snap, them dudes are singing songs. Oh, snap, I might have seen a Boaz in the church. Watch. Put your hand out. You see all of that in the church on Sunday, but you don't see his paycheck though. And so this man gets his $100 paycheck, and he takes 20, he gives it to the church, takes another 20, he takes care of his family, takes another 20, he invested in his personal investment, takes another 20, he invested in the kingdom, he keeps 20 for himself. He's doing that in private. God knows his heart. You can't see that though. Give me that back. Put your hand out. This brother, praising God, loving God, serving on a team, doing all of that. He gets his paycheck, he takes 20, he go make it rain at Magic City. Watch. He takes another 20, he gets a dub, he go roll up a dub. He takes another 20, he spends it wild on alcohol. He takes another 20, he blows it on himself. He takes the last 20, he blows it on some other dude. Watch. Pick that up. Pick that up, pick that up. Now everybody look right at me. They both worship. They both lift their hands. They both serve on a team. They both are faithful in the church, but you don't see their check though. Put your hands out. This is amoral. It has no heart. This is amoral. It has no heart. It has no emotions, no feelings, no agenda. It only takes on an identity when it hits the hand of a person. Money only takes on an identity when it hits the hand of a person. Watch. As soon as it hits the hand, the money in the hand reveals what's in the heart. All money does is reveal what's in the heart. It has no feelings. He could take this and build the kingdom. He could take this and build Magic City. You don't know that because it's private. But they both look the same on Sunday. And the only thing this does, every time money hits your hand, all it does is reveal what's in your heart. Let me repeat. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Can't get around the text. When money hits your hand, all it does is reveal what's in your heart. If money hits your hand and you take care of your wife, that's in your heart. Money hits your hand, you take care of children, that's in your heart. Money hits your hand, you blow it at the strip club, that's in your heart. All money does when it hits your hand is reveal what's in the heart. I don't know what's in your heart until money hits your hand. Verse 21, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So they look good on the outside, but the money in their hand reveals what's going on the inside. Thank y'all. I got a single mother in here. Single mother? Single mom? Here. You ain't getting this back. You're not getting this back. No. Where Paige at? Come here, Paige. You sold $20, you're gonna reap 100. Can I finish the text? Yeah. Now some of you sitting here looking like, I see your illustration, but I don't care though. Verse 22. So Jesus uses this to strengthen his argument, and I'm about done. I only got one more verse after these two. The eye is the lamp of the body. So if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light in you is darkness, how great is your darkness? We ain't got to spend a lot of time here. The eye represents the way you see. The body represents your decision making. He said, if the way you see is healthy, then you have good decisions that follow. That is, if you see right, you will be generous. He said, but if your eye is bad, the word here in Greek, it's a Greek word that alludes to greediness. He says, if your eye is greedy, if you see everything you have is belonging to you and you just hoard it for greed, he said that your body will be bad. If your eye is bad, your body will be unhealthy, which means you will have bad decisions with your resources. And then he says, Matt, if you think your light, if you think your darkness is light, how great is that darkness? That is, if you think you're good in the eyes of God, but you don't know how to steward your resources wisely, then God says your light is really dark in his sight. So what he's trying to say is that if you have right vision, you will see money right. And if you have wrong vision, you see money wrong. Here is the proof of that. If you have, watch this, if you have right vision, you see money as a temporary commodity. It is something that you just have for a period of time to steward, some to spend, some to save, some to invest. But if you see it wrong, you see it as something to hoard and keep for yourself. So you got greedy preachers and greedy Christians and greedy followers who complain about what the church is not doing, but you're not generous though. Last verse in this section is his love to you. And if you're a guest, I'm talking to the followers of Jesus. Verse 24. No one can serve two masters. Can't do it. For you will either hate one and love the other, or you will be devoted to one and despise the other. All the preachers watching me right now, all the prophets who prophesied for profit, all the money grubbers, all the people taking advantage of God's people, everybody with a platform that you're up there for money, everybody in here that are afraid to support the kingdom. You cannot serve God and money. Listen to, I didn't say that to you. Jesus said, you know what the word cannot means? It means you have to choose. There's no middle ground. Jesus so desperately wants you to be free from the bondage of worshiping money that he talks to his second greatest competitor after the devil and says, listen, here, this is the only thing he elevated to the status of a God. You cannot serve God and money. So you have to make a decision which one you're going to be fully devoted to. Now watch, he is not against getting a bag. He's not against building a business. He's not against having a job. He's not against building wealth. He's not against any of that stuff. There were many wealthy people who the Bible talks about. David was wealthy. Abraham was wealthy. What the Lord is trying to free you from is not from having money, but from money from having you. Because money got a lot of us in this space, so we preach for money. And we serve for money, and we lead for money, and y'all do stuff for, so like, he's not saying you can't have it. I just don't want it to own you. Because here's what he's saying. On your heart, you can only have one master there at a time. These two masters, you know, they're not going to treat you the same. The word master means like ownership, slavery. And can I tell you something? Money is a great slave. It is a terrible master. And money and God won't treat you the same. God leads to light. Money leads to blindness, the love of it. The love of money pollutes. The love of God brings health spiritually. The love of money hardens the heart. The love of God expands the heart. The love of money, money will die with you. The money you invest in the kingdom will meet you on the other side. How you steward your finances in the eyes of God is an indicator to God of either your spiritual health or your spiritual darkness. Everybody look right at me like this whole text is about vision in your heart. It's pretty simple. If you're not generous, you're blind. And the Lord is trying to give you sight that he could train your heart to be generous. He's trying to say, man, I gave you grace to build businesses, to go to work. Like, you're doing all of that off the strength of my grace. And what the Lord is saying to his followers, the kingdom has to be funded, not by prayer alone, but by resources. So what he's trying to train his followers, don't be enslaved to money, but use some of your resources to invest in the kingdom, so that resources will go ahead of you into eternity.